In this video, we will explore the meaning and purpose of life through faith and reason. Faith and reason can be seen as conflicting, but some argue that they are mutually agreeable. We will explore a range of understandings of the role of faith and reason as sources of justification of religion. St. Augustine, writing in the late 4th and early 5th centuries, was an advocate of the compatibility of faith and reason. St. Augustine's writing in his Confessions explores his own search for meaning and conversion to Christianity. For Augustine, it is through reason that people come to believe in God. He writes, "I believe in order to understand, and I understand the better to believe." In other words, faith makes for better understanding, and reasoning makes faith stronger. It is necessary to have both faith and reason in order to understand God. For Augustine, God can never be understood only by reason, or it would not be God. Likewise, God cannot only be understood through faith, as it must be compatible with the limited knowledge humans have. Pope Benedict XVI recently highlighted the importance of St. Augustine's thought. He said, in 2008, St. Augustine's entire intellectual and spiritual development is also a valid model today in the relationship between faith and reason, a subject not only for believers, but for every person who seeks the truth, a central theme for the balance and destiny of all men. Søren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher and theologian born in 1813, prioritized faith over reason to such an extreme degree that faith becomes irrational. For Kierkegaard, faith is trust in the strength of the absurd. The absurd is not just that which is strange or unusual, but is that which goes against reason. So faith, for Kierkegaard, is not a stretch of the imagination beyond reason, but completely taking leave of reason as a means of judgment. In his understanding, Christianity is not objective, but is based on an inward faith. There is no reason to look for external objective sources of God in the world, because Christian truth exists within the faith of the individual. American philosopher and psychologist William James, however, argued that claims about faith and belief must be tested, and that acting on these beliefs without evidence is foolish. That does not mean, however, that all faith is without doubt. For James, it is still theoretically possible to doubt in faith, providing faith is rational enough to encourage one to act on it. This excludes the possibility of faith in the absurd, as belief in the irrational would not encourage one to act upon it. Faith is therefore compatible with doubt, and the defining characteristic of faith is that it is oriented towards action. The debate about the relation between faith and reason in religious beliefs has implications for religion's relation to other areas of knowledge. Religion and science, for example, have often been portrayed as conflicting. Some critics of religion, such as Richard Dawkins, have argued that religion and science are incompatible. This is based on his judgment that faith and reason are incompatible, and that reason will eventually rule out faith. His book, The God Delusion, explains this at full length, and the secondary school Dr. Lynch attended also gets a scathing mention. It is important to note that many religions don't believe this to be the case. The Catholic Church, for example, although it has an interesting history with its responses to many areas of advancement, in theory supports the pursuit of knowledge through science. Faith and reason, therefore, both have a role to play in understanding the meaning and purpose of human existence.